What's up? This is Draco.
And this is Alicia.
And you're now tuned in to OD
Podcast.
Oh.
Period.
What? Anywho.
When I worked at the zoo where the lions wake up, that's how they roar a sins like that. He be like, I swear it's so crazy. Anyway.
Well, found out today that I'm a lion, guys. Hi.
You do be lying.
Wait a minute.
Hakuna Matata. I'm just kidding. I'm just playing rug. Okay, so let's hop right into this week's episode. What you got going on?
Too much.
Heard.
Yeah. I am the busiest I've been in a long time, and I promise you, I'm not complaining. That sounds like I'm complaining, but if we can just have a transparent moment, you know, I hate those. However, let's have a transparent moment, like the girls on IG.
Okay.
I'm tired.
Keep it pushing.
I'm tired. I mean, it ain't nothing else to say, but I'm tired, baby.
Yeah, I bet. Me too.
Honestly,
I don't even do the same thing.
Like, if I'm not a diamond member with Delta by the end of May, somebody's gonna have to run up on me, or I'm running up on somebody, because there's no way. The way I've been flying, I'm gonna have to get me an IV. I'm gonna have to.
You should be diamond because or something, because they made it easier for people that's already got the status. If you ain't got it, hang it up. It's a wrap. It's not happening.
So what I'm looking at, so I'm platinum. However, the bottom of my page on the Delta app is saying that I was silver last week, and so now I made it to gold. But at the top it still says platinum status. So I don't know if I have to like go through that again so that I can be.
No, I think whatever you ended the year with last year, you got an extension until next year.
Screenshot it so you can see what I mean.
Yeah, because I could be wrong.
It's weird because like
I know one thing, I'm blue. So
what's that? Platinum?
Basic. I got 62,000 sky miles to use though. So run up the trip.
So yeah, honestly, I'm just tired, y'all. I'm grateful. I will be going to the Met Gala next week, and that is the highlight of my week.
Yes, who you working with, or can you say?
I'm actually working with Ebony. Going. She invited.
Okay. Now, what is she gonna be doing there, or she's gonna be there with her clients?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know the details. I don't know if she's invited to, because I mean, you have to be invited. So I don't know if she's like a +1 with somebody or she's invited, because they're changing a lot of like award shows and stuff like the Met Gala, because influencers and internet personalities are now considered celebrities.
Yes, which is so interesting, but I mean, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
What's the in TikToker How? Is it How Beauty?
Yeah, my girl.
Met Gala behavior.
Yeah, if they don't put her at the Met Gala,
oh my God, no, for real, I'm gonna be sick. And I love her videos because they be so random. She be like, "Beauties check in, beauties check in. If your nails aren't polished, why walk?"
Like, yeah.
I just love the self-esteem. Huh?
I didn't even know that she was trans.
Oh yeah, I went on her IG and I went back like I always do because I'm nosy. I'm like, period behavior. Okay, okay. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be worried about this. So you definitely are platinum, and it's probably because of the honor system that you own.
But you see what I'm saying? Like
it says such and such to go. Yeah, that's right. I mean, just call and clarify end of the day. But I think you find if it say platinum at the top with the little registered trademark sign.
Even under the miles available, look, it says silver medallion. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, I think they lying to you, King.
Yeah, stop playing with me.
Maybe that's just a disclaimer.
I still rather have Jesus than silver and gold. However, I be needing that Delta one. Let me tell you something. I have not. Everybody got status this now, because coming from LA to New York, baby, I don't even get premium select. I'll be in Comfort Plus. And I be mad. I can't.
Look at who are you?
I know, but still,
I feel it though, because
6-hour flight.
What? Trust me, I get it, because I flew Delta One for 8 hours and I refused to fly Economy International ever again in my life. And what's crazy is, I know I'm cheap and I like to save money, but I've noticed that sometimes the difference between economy and the next class is like $60-$70. It don't even be a lot. Not every time, but sometimes that minor cost change is worth the upgrade.
So I gamble. I get the ticket and I just wait.
Yeah, and see, hey, I ain't mad at it, but I can't. Yeah. So okay, I've been super busy too. Man, Hazel is doing her thing. I don't know. Okay, so lately she has been just waking up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and not because she's sick, but just because she's awake and gotta pee. And a problem with dogs, especially really smart dogs, they pick up on behaviors right away. So if she wakes me up on a Monday night and I go in there and I take her outside, then she knows that she can do the same thing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And so I can obviously let her bark and fall back asleep, but my neighbors have heard her barking and crying in the middle of the night. And I'm not. Yeah. So, well, a neighbor was like, "Did you hear an animal crying really hard last night? I heard it in the front of the house."
Passive aggressive.
Right. It's all good
because I know that's my dog.
Literally, it's my dog, because it's been times there was a time that I was outside and I left Hazel in her room and she was barking at me through the window. She was like, "I hear her," and I'm like, "This the same person." But whatever, it's fine. I know now. One of my biggest concerns as a neighbor that lives above someone, I always am super cautious about noise, and I understand, if it's something that's issue, which is why I don't allow her to just bark and bark and bark. But baby, if I had a house, honey, you're gonna be barking till your chopper's closed. But because she knows it'll work. Like when people crate train their dogs to learn how to be in the crate, they cry because they don't want to be in there, but you have to let them get through it, because if you let them out because they're crying, they know that crying will make them get what they want. It's just like a child. Yeah. So, that's the only dilemma. So what I've been having to do is just make her really tired. So we do a lot of walking, which we already did, but now we added another layer of it. I have to give her, at first for a long time, I was measuring her water to make sure she got the right amount of water she wanted or needed, but then I started to just free pour and just give her a lot of water. But obviously that's a problem, because if she don't have all her water out her system before a certain time, then she's gonna have to use it. It's like us. If we drink too much water, we got to use the bathroom, and you can't really ignore that. And I don't want her to pee in her crate. You know what I'm saying? So I'm dealing with that. And then sometimes she just is not sleepy. Like last night, she was not sleepy. 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, midnight come around. She just up and up and up. So I put her in her crate. But she's sad. She don't want to be in there because why? I ain't sleepy. So again, I can't let her bark. So I brought her in my room to sleep, and I put her little cushion in my room to go to sleep. And this little girl is literally sitting up looking at me. I mean, it's creepy. And so I don't like for her to be in my bed, but she got in my bed and she went to sleep. And I just had to let her stay there, because I'm not going to be up all night worried about if you're going to go to sleep or not. If getting to bed is what it's going to take, then that's what it's going to take. But then her behind, like, to get up and reposition and walk on your back and lay on your neck, I'm like shouting. So tonight, she tired right now. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. But I'm going to make sure her system cleaned out and her body is tired, because we're not going to do that tonight. Because unfortunately for me, when I wake up, it's hard for me to go back to sleep, especially after I got to get up, put on some clothes, take you outside, tell you stop barking. So that's been my dilemma. She usually sleeps straight through the night with no issues, but I think she has found the hack, and we don't like the hack.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I wouldn't imagine that. This is why I'm just going to stick to my lizard dreams.
Listen, dogs are a lot of work. My last dog was not this much work. I ain't gonna lie to you, but I also realized there was a lot of things I missed with raising my last dog. Like a lot of things I could have done better. So, it is what it is. I wasn't a bad dog mom, but I was a very, I want a dog because they're cute and not actually doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. So
I feel you.
When I look at pictures of Sandy, I be like, "Oh, Sandy was fat. I didn't even know." And I look at pictures when I first got her. I just wasn't feeding her the appropriate service size for her weight. She definitely wasn't getting enough exercise. She wasn't a super, like, she used to be a super playful dog, but as she spent more time in my house or got bigger, she just had less energy. Like she couldn't even go for long walks, and I didn't realize at the time, but it just wasn't good for her. So
Yeah.
Rest in peace to Sandy. But
Sandra.
But yeah, so anyway, that's what's been going on. And I've been super tired because of that, because obviously if I'm waking up at 3, 4 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, I gotta get up. I have like today I had a 9 a.m. meeting. I was like, bro, I might well just sit here and look at her while she look at me, like Jesus Christ.
Not a
So
staring.
other than that, life has been good or whatever the case is. Y'all know I got my house or whatever. So I've been going out there back and forth, doing little things like cleaning up, preparing. I got the washing dryer is supposed to be delivering this weekend. Once everything is installed, I'm gonna snap some pictures, and I'm not going back out there until somebody is ready to sign the dotted line. And I found a yard man, and he send me pictures when he get there, send me pictures when he leave. I send him a cash out. I don't even know his name.
Hey, sometimes it be like that, because that's how the dude that used to cut our grass used to be. We ain't know that man's name.
Yeah, I'm just like, listen, come every 2 weeks. And I was like, honestly, we can do every 2 weeks unless it don't look tall, because then we ain't doing nothing. And I got a good price, because the price that people was quoting me, I'm like, oh, y'all must forgot what state this is. You don't lost
Chopped
it. Chopped liver, chopped cheese.
My air finally back working. My air conditioner in my apartment was out for about a month.
That's madness. But it's crazy. I learned in LA that a lot of people don't even have AC. So what, you got a window unit or you got central air?
I have a central air. But I don't know if I told y'all, we got a new building manager, and the new building manager Blac, but the old building manager, since she's not here, she's being real petty. And so a lot of things that we need is for like little stuff like the person that cleaned the building during the week, like the cleaning person that come clean the hallways, they wouldn't share the number with the new people.
They must have lost. Did they foreclose? Like, what was the reason? Because why you being like that?
I don't know, but I get, that was her bread and butter, and I get it, but she being petty. She had to sign a petition and everything, but it didn't work.
She definitely ain't paid them taxes. She did, so she ain't do something.
Yeah. So apparently the cooling tower had went out literally as the lady was leaving, and so that's what was going on.
What a coinky-dink.
The whole building. Yeah, right. And so it's just been a lot of weird stuff going on, but I think now we're back to normal. The only thing that isn't normal is the fact that I have to pay my rent in person, which is so inconvenient because it's like I travel a lot currently, so I can't guarantee that I'm gonna be here when it's time to pay rent.
Right.
And then the way they like, usually when I remember like paying my rent before I had to do it online, and you would just have to go get a money order. Now, keep in mind, CVS is probably like steps away from my building. I could go to CVS, get a money order, but these folks want cashier's checks. They don't want that.
Yeah, so that's crazy. And is that a permanent solution? Like, I'm not understanding.
So I asked her, because I was trying to explain to her, because I had to pay a late fee on my rent this past month because I was out of town.
Yeah.
And when I came back, it was the 8th. So my rent was late, and I couldn't pay it online. And I couldn't like do like no wire, no nothing like that. So I told her that, my issue, I shouldn't have even paid it because it was so last minute. But I'm a rule follower these days, kind of.
Me too. Join the club, but I always been that way.
So I'm like, whatever, I'll pay it, but I let her know. She was like, well, we were trying to get it up and running by May 1st, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. So y'all probably have to do it one more time. So we're going to have to do that. And then they haven't figured out the parking thing, because my remote for the parking garage, the parking deck, it opens it, and my battery be going in and out. And so I asked the parking attendant, I'm like, hey, my thing not working. He's like, oh, well, since the office is gone, the old office is gone, we don't know what to do, so we just here. So I guess you just gotta wait.
Can you just get a new battery? Isn't it a watch battery?
I don't know if it's the battery or if it needs to be reconfigured or something, because she changed the battery not that long ago on it.
Oh, you're right. That might not be a system. Oh my, dang, she went out with a bang.
So I haven't even paid for my parking spot yet. So whatever.
Make sure you hold on. I'm sure you are, but hold on to auto receipts for them cashier checks and stuff, because if they don't have that, then how do they know who even paid their rent? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know what's going on. So this is just California is just weird when it comes to like renting and signing leases and stuff. Theirs is like real different from Georgia. I feel like Georgia has it way more together, which is really surprising. But they have it way more together.
Not you switching up.
I'm not, but I will say that California is more progressive than the East Coast.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like,
or the South in particular.
Yeah, but even still, the only place that I feel like that is more progressive or on the same level, rather, is New York.
Yeah, that's what I said, the South, because New York is on the East. But that's cool. Good for them. Good for y'all. Now what? I'm just kidding. No, that's annoying though. But keep them receipts, child, honey, because that's crazy.
I haven't paid for my parking because the way it worked, we were supposed to be paying our parking along with the rent at the same time. So since we can't do that, the rent office don't accept the parking payments no more. So they having us to they emailed us saying we need to wire the money to them.
What? First the cashier check, now the wires.
You go with one mind, boo.
On top of that, cashier checks and wires cost money. So I'm not really understanding what y'all think how this go. Because what wires is what? $30?
I don't know. I do it all the time.
Cashier's checks like $15.
Yeah, cashier's check. $15, $20. But
exactly. Anyway, you can get a money order free from your bank. So why y'all? What's up?
I used to get my money orders from Walmart 20 cents. So I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I don't like
can't do it that way.
Can y'all just say Cash App at this point? Because what's the difference?
So I ain't paying my parking because I'm not wiring my money to no random account. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel you. I wouldn't either. How much is parking?
$250.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get into the episode. So I want to bring up something from the last episode. We talked about the $100,000 thing. We got a lot of feedback, a lot of questions, and I want to point out a couple things. So I definitely missed some bills in my breakdown. Definitely missed phone bill.
Oh yeah.
Definitely missed subscription services. Thanks to my friend Jeannie. I think I did mention Wi-Fi. I can't remember, but even if I didn't, my friend Jeannie mentioned subscription services like Netflix, Hulu. Like you definitely need basic entertainment. You don't have to, but in reality, you come on now. Let's not play games. Like yeah, sure you can use Google Voice, but if you're making $100,000, those are not sacrifices you are expected to make. And I'm not sure if I said it explicitly. But another thing. Apparently, I spend less on groceries than everybody in the whole planet because people was asking how do I spend $250 a month on groceries? I just buy.
I mean, you're one person.
Yeah, but
I'll probably spend less than that.
Yeah, so to me, I just buy based on recipes and I organize it. Like I said before, if I buy a bunch of salmon, I have a bunch of salmon recipes, tomato recipes, stuff like that. But yeah, and also my hair. On that last episode, I said I spent about 70 every 2 weeks. It's gone up to 115. So, it is what it is. So, all in all, we have established that yes, $100,000 at minimum, and that's the base of six figures, is a lot of money, but it is not enough to live what people think is a luxurious life. It is very comfortable. And by comfortable, I mean you have everything you need and you have a little bit left over to plan for the future. That's it. But we talking about. And that ain't even somebody who loves designer. So that's somebody literally who has their necessities, good quality necessities, no children, no emergency expenses, and no they're not buying all these different technology. But yeah, so I just want to clarify because I even got a lot of responses to the post when I posted the episode, like, oh, well, y'all, and I do understand that it varies by city. But again, y'all, we use Atlanta for an example, and we went based off of mostly so I spent. So I just think that in reality, just based on the person, and like I said again, it is a lot of money when it's given to you in a lump sum. But if it's your salary, your take home is not $100,000. It's like maybe low 70 something, and then it is just enough to get what you need, but not this fancy life. But people can think that it will give you that because they have not reached that point yet. But trust me, it'll be enough for you to be happy with what you got.
And that, my friend, is the reason why OnlyFans is a thing. Get you a little side hustle. OnlyFans sell you a few drugs.
Okay, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I'm joking.
Okay. So let's get into the Black Business of the Week.
So it is my turn. So I have a Black Business of the Week. My Black Business of the Week is a brand called Noire, which is owned by one of my close friends. His name is Diggy. He has a online boutique where he sells different women's clothes, outerwear. He has hoodies. He has accessories.
He only sells women's clothes?
Yeah, this is it's women's clothes, but he does wear a lot of it. And
okay.
But he mixes it in with his.
I get what you're saying. Sorry.
Yeah. I hope I didn't.
There's nothing wrong with that, but it just caught me off guard.
I'm about to send it to you so you can just get into it.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, so the Instagram account is au.noire. I like it just because even though it's women's clothes, it's not a lot. I think I see a lot of like.
Oh, I love this Noire classic.
Kind of like.
I'm about to buy this.
I don't know. Which one?
The shirt with black in different languages on the back.
Oh yeah, I love that.
I'm about to buy it right now. You got a coupon code?
I wish.
That's fine. I'm about to buy it.
But yeah, so he has a lot of different stuff. He has dresses. He has, like I said, accessories, t-shirts, hoodies. So yeah, check it out.
Will do, boo. Okay, I like this. Yeah. I've been trying to get into my shopping bag. Y'all know, I don't know. Well, maybe I don't know, but I am not a shopper. I literally, if I got an event to go to, I'm literally scrambling trying to find something. That's not the best way to shop, but it's just what your girl does. So I'm trying to be more proactive, but I think the problem is I buy stuff for specific cases and I don't have any. What is it called? I mean, I guess I don't have enough basics. So I don't have anything that's really versatile. So if I wear something, it's a pink dress or it's this, And so at the end of the day, all I got is a bunch of jeans.
You know what's so crazy? I don't necessarily have jeans, but I have a lot of pants because I don't really wear denim. I do wear wax denim, but I don't really wear denim.
I love some wax. Let me tell you something. Wax denim make my little booty look like some.
Wax denim just looks so expensive. I feel like it make your outfit look so good.
Yeah, it definitely does. Oh yeah.
I got my wax denim from Minimal, so mine were like $60.
Men love Minimal.
Because it's like cheap, it's like cheap
men's
clothes, but it's not Fashion Nova, it's not Boohoo, it's actually expensive looking clothes, but it's not expensive.
No, I understand what you mean.
Yeah. The quality is better than Zara to me. If you ask me, I ain't lying.
Well, I like women's Zara stuff, but I can't speak.
Women's Zara stuff is the tea. I done found me a few pieces on that side. Okay, hello.
Okay, $10 ship. You sure you ain't got no coupon code? I'm gonna buy it though. I just checked out. Okay, cool. What was I about to say? Oh yeah. So I just gotta get some more like basic stuff, like different style blouses, different blouses, t-shirts and stuff like that, and like skirts and but I'm just not I'm still just be like, is it $10? Okay, then I want it. But yeah, anywho, let's get into shop talk. So I got some non-pop culture stuff I want to ask the people. Let me make sure I don't have a tweet from the streets. Yeah, let's actually have a tweet from the streets. Now, this isn't really a tweet, but I've seen it talked about on Twitter. So, Megan Thee Stallion sat down with Gayle King and basically tried to tell her side of the story between her and Trey Songs, another person, Tory Lanez. And I did not watch the interview, but I did watch clips from it. And so people were just feeling like, you know how people have been from the jump. Is she telling the truth? Is she lying? Et cetera, et cetera. Now, I will say, for me, I didn't know who was telling the truth. And I know Tory Lanez is somebody that is always in mess, always. But I felt like the way the story was explained early on, it just seemed a little gappy to me.
Yeah. Iffy.
Yeah, and not to say that she's lying or he's lying. It just wasn't enough information for me to be like, oh, okay, this must have happened. But I will say, I don't know what I'll say. It's been very confusing. But I don't know. I wish Megan didn't go on Gayle King. Is what number one. Because I feel like the case is still going on. And it's just, it almost makes, I feel like people that go on those kind of shows, they are trying to prove, like Jussie went on there or R. Kelly went on there. But like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm trying to say. But I do think that obviously we know she got shot or shot at, whatever. But I do think that Tory he got something going on.
Yeah. I'm okay. So here's my take on that whole thing. I do feel like, for one, when it comes to situations like that, I always just automatically take the woman's side just because I understand how things play out. Because realistically, if it comes out that she's lying, her career's fucked. And
I don't think it is.
I feel like if she's lying, then it's gonna double down, and it won't. I ain't gonna say it won't hurt Tory as much, but he'll be able to come back from that. If it was the other way around, it's not gonna be a word the same. But I do feel like it's enough evidence at this point to prove that he shot her or she was shot, and regardless of what happened, she was hurt. And
is there enough evidence though?
Yeah,
besides the fact that we know she was shot, and I'm only asking because all I've seen was these alleged statements that they couldn't find his DNA on the gun, and then people having statements that they've done testing and found more gunpowder on Kelsey's hand. So it's like, can we really definitely say that he did it? And we haven't been shown that yet.
I feel like the spirit telling me he did.
Yeah, me too. I agree.
So, I don't know.
I agree. I just think that, not saying that Kelsey shouldn't or wouldn't have done it. It's just such a wild thing. And I think the thing is, it's such a wild thing for people to think that one celebrity shot another, because they are both. Tory was in his bag right before this happened. So people looking like, but I remember before this, I'm like, he always got something. I remember one time his plane almost crashed. It's just like, Jesus Christ, this man cannot escape. He was like the baby of 2019.
Yeah, the baby is the baby of 2020.
But I just can't wait for this to be over. Basically,
I can't wait for it to be over. I actually understand why. She did the Gayle King thing, because I think just on her frustration, because it's like a lot of the time, whenever it's brought up in the media, for the most part, she didn't say nothing, but she's always the one.
Yeah, she's been quiet pretty much up until recently.
Like, she's always quiet about it, but she's always the one getting attacked, and people are like making whole podcasts about it and all these assumptions, and it's just a lot. I feel like every week she's just getting attacked about stuff. So I mean, her label probably was like, you know what, you need to just clear your own name, say your side of the story, because you've been quiet this whole time.
Yeah, but they so close to the end. That's what my confusion is. It's like, is this damage control? I don't know. And again, I don't know. We obviously don't know what really happened. And I definitely believe Megan, like, okay, yes, you were shot. We know this, but I just don't. It's just so. I think what made me more on her side was her tweet. Because at first I was like, why does she get to speak about this, but Tory get detained just off of subtweeting? But I think her explanation for that made me understand, like, he wasn't just speaking out what happened. He was like talking about it in songs and doing all this other stuff and probably making moves behind the scenes.
In video.
Yeah, so it's like, how dare you shot me and you out here carrying, because I guess for me, and I don't care what people, whatever. I think for me, when he said he didn't do it, when he made his little song, I'm like, well, did he do it? Because I'm thinking, if you have witnesses, are you going to really deny that you shot this girl? You know what I'm saying? But people do it. People have denied being murderers. So it's like not unrealistic. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just ready for it to be over. I hate this happened to her, but I also think that if she did lie, I don't think that her career is messed up. She's just going to only have the fans that she's got. Because people are going to take up for their problematic phase regardless. Just like him. I don't know what his career's headed. I feel like he was doing well, but not like a Megan level.
Yeah.
So I just think that life is just gonna go on. People are gonna forget about it. I mean, look at Tekashi 6ix9ine.
He back on his troll.
I know, he's so annoying. Anyway, let's move on from that because I'm about to get annoyed.
It's done.
So in shop talk,
I haven't even been paying attention to the internet for real. I've been tired.
It's okay. I actually got a shop talk I wanted to bring up last week, but so we're gonna bring it up today. So this kind of was like a viral video from light skinned Keisha, and I'm gonna play it and I'm gonna ask you what your thoughts are.
Okay, I already know what it is.
I could be out with my friends and we could be having a blast, but the minute that my man calls, hello, you said what you want me to come with? I'm out. Me and Turner, I'm out. Period. They be like, where you going? To my man. To my man. You always with him. You was just with him. I don't care. I'm going to be with him. And I'm going to be with him again after that. And again after that. And again after that. Because that's my man. I'm out. Turn up with y'all later. I'll see y'all later.
Okay, first of all, the girlies was not happy about this video. They told her she needs to find some individuality. She need to do this. She need to do that. I am definitely not a my man type of girl. Maybe like in the first 7 days, but after that, it's like I think the only time I can relate to those sentiments is when it's fresh, because you so excited you don't met this new person, y'all getting along, y'all got all this stuff in common, and you want to spend as much time as possible with them because it's like that new feeling. But I think that it's really lame to ditch your friends for your man if it's not an emergency, if it's not a special case, or if you have clearly made plans with them. Because after a while, people are not going to want to invite you nowhere. They're going to expect you not to be there. You might cause some distance in between the two because they're like, listen, we've been your friends. And this man in the picture, and now you dropping us for him. And then let's say, God forbid, you and this man break up. And what, you finna just hop back into your friend circle like nothing happened? I don't think so.
I'm 50-50 on this topic. So I look at stuff like this as the same way as I would look at how men treat their moms when they get in a relationship too.
What?
So the reason why I say this, I'm gonna explain.
Really then, Draco, really then.
So the reason why I say stuff like this is because I definitely will be one of them people like, oh girl, you need to really stand up and really and not go over there. Like, you came to hang out with us, hang out with us.
Yeah.
So it's a few things that I'm looking at in her particular situation. So I mean, her and her boyfriend are both entertainers. Her boyfriend,
fiance.
Who?
And they engaged?
Fiance, you're right. So they're engaged. Her and her fiance are, now granted they do live together, but she is now an actress, and all of her roles that she has there is shot in New York. So she has to go to New York for months at a time. And he lives in Atlanta. His career is here, like all his stuff. So he can't really go up there to see her. So they don't really have a lot of time to spend with each other. So, you know, when he does have free time, or when she has free time, of course you want to hang out with your people, your friends, but what if your man want to go to dinner? He's like, I'm off work early. You think you can meet me for dinner or something? And she's like, oh, well, yeah, I'm coming to dinner with you. I actually wouldn't mind that, because I think that we getting older. And I think for me, for the longest, I actually had a few people to stop talking to me because they felt like I was always around my friends. And I would never, like, I would basically choose my friends over hanging out with somebody I'm trying to get to know. And I understand how that can be frustrating on their end, because it's like you see these people all the time, you hang out with these people all the time, and it's known that you do that. And here I am, how you know we ain't gonna get married one day? So it's like we need to spend quality time with each other. And not all brother, but I'm just saying we need to spend this time with each other. And I mean, we trying to start a new life. For real, in reality. So it's like we need to be with each other, not necessarily be with each other all the time, but sometimes you just gotta go right then. I mean, you gotta make time for
stand up. Okay. So I do understand the scenario with what you explained, like she's busy, she's in a different state. I think that is an exception and not the rule. So I think in those cases when you barely see each other, absolutely. But again, that's where planning comes along. So it's, if you got off work early and I had already made plans to see my girlfriends or my homegirls, and we had plans for 10 o'clock, go home and rest until I get done. Like, I mean, it just depends. To me, I'm a very scheduled by the calendar, by the hour type of person. So if I made time for my friends, then that's what it's going to be. Now, maybe like, for example, if I hang out with my friends, we got lunch plans and it'll be typically 1 to 2. I wouldn't stick around between 3 and 4 because I got plans to be with my man. So I'm gonna still honor my commitment to my friends, but I'll make sure I'm conscious about how long that takes. But I'm not finna get up and just leave them unless it's like important or an emergency. Or if you surprise me, okay, that is very different. But I'm talking about regular day to day. I'm hanging with my friends, then I'm just hanging with my friends. That's just what it is. You know, I want that always advocate. I'm really big on personal space and individuality. I think that's really important. And let's say you do end up getting married. You missed out on all the opportunities to bond with your friends before they got married. Now, none of y'all ain't got no social life because y'all hung up on these men. And if they gonna be there, they gonna be there.
I see y'all on the friend cruise.
That's
sure.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, your man tells you swimming across the Atlantic Ocean because your man talking about he in Miami.
My man.
I don't like. I mean, I used to be like that when I was in high school, but once I started to get a little bit more mature and obviously be in healthy relationships, I'm like, yes, I'll drop everything when the time is appropriate. But aside from that,
I agree. Now I'm not saying do it all the time, but when the time is appropriate, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
So anyway,
all the time, but I get where she coming from, though.
It's just annoying when people, because I definitely have seen people like that before, where they just it's a regular thing. Like, oh, y'all like. No, I'm not going to use that example.
She always in the media for like saying controversial stuff about relationships. Because remember last time she was saying that people was fucked up for serving their man food on paper plates.
No, bro, we eat paper plates and plastic spoons and forks around here. You better put it in the trash when you're done. Don't put it in the sink. And I also know there's like an audience of people who also serve a man plate before serving themselves or their kids. Baby, guess what? If you hungry, you better get up there and eat.
I've seen takes on that about how people were
that's also situational though. Because if I'm meeting your family for the first time or something like that, I expect you to make me a plate. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll make your plate if you meet in my family. Or if it's a special event and it's one of those things. But honey, if you hungry, you better go eat. Yeah. We ain't new. We ain't 12.
I definitely believe in the kids though. Like even me as
the kids is different. I ain't got kids. And Hazel know how to feed herself.
Can you feed them babies, please.
You think them kids gonna die because daddy wanted 2 neck bones?
Yeah, like you can make his plate first, but serve the kids first.
No, I'm not opposed to serving the kids.
I used to, but I grew up around that. Not in my personal household. My mama wasn't giving that. One thing about my mama, whatever y'all eating, he eating it too. Because it would be like times where we would go to like barbecues or dinners and stuff that was like family based, and the adults would eat different food than the kids. It's like kids eating hamburgers, and then the adults eating this, and then my mom like, no, but he don't eat like that. So, no.
And on top of that, when you got kids, you want them out the way. Please just make them a place so they can go sit down.
Yeah. But I know my mama friend, she didn't play that because I was eating lobster in 7th grade. Steak and lobster.
No, I was eating cereal with white bread. But I mean, some of that stuff, it's so funny because half them people that be going all these rants ain't even had the opportunity to do one of the things they preaching about. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah. Alyssa, it just be a lot of people that be bored. They sit on their couch, they come up with a controversial topic that they know is gonna get the internet in the uproar, and they
hit tweet and they giggle,
and they sit there all day arguing with strangers.
I know. Oh my God.
Weird. I don't know.
Okay, so next I got a question. Now, this ain't really shop talk, but I guess it is because it's pop culture. Like, where do these popular designer brands be coming from? Does that make sense? Like, I feel like a lot of these brands, like let's say Bottega, for example, has been around for a long time. But like, when did it become like a pop culture designer? And the newest one I've been seeing is Loewe.
There you go. I love a girl who know her brands. Okay.
Yeah. Come on, now I got a musbug.
Okay.
I'm like, why is it suddenly a popular brand? Like, is it artists like rappers and stuff? Like, where is this coming from?
So the thing about designer fashion houses is they use people so back in the day they used to use supermodels. Mm-hmm. So nowadays they notice that like rappers are in the forefront of brands and also social media influencers. Now the people that are being pulled in, like these fashion houses, they always end up rebranding themselves by hiring a new designer on the team. I.e., just how Louis Vuitton did with Virgil.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God, what happened to Virgil?
Louis Vuitton was
Virgie.
In my opinion, Louis Vuitton was more like of a older brand. Like I only saw like older people wear it. Mm-hmm. Even younger people, I don't know, because I personally I think that, like, for instance, like the Never Full bag and stuff like that, that's usually like something that I would see retired adult wear.
Well, I'm retiring at 40, so.
So, but when Virgil was brought in, it was like more streetwear stuff, so which was catering to a younger audience. That's who's spending a lot of money these days. I mean, it's not to say that older people aren't. They do treat themselves every now and again, but I think we're in a culture where people are like designer crazy and they buy things so much and back to back. It's like, So with that, like Bottega, they ended up having a new designer come in, and he it looked more youthful because Bottega was old people stuff too. I mean, even the shoes.
And I can still see it a little bit. You can still.
You can see the granny. You can see that knit.
It's a few of them pieces that's real popular that the girls like, but it's definitely some pieces that's like, excuse me, darling, can you get the door?
I think the heels, because first of all, they're kitten heels, and then they got they slip-ons. That's very
that's very, on there.
Yeah, that's very the knit bags. But I mean, people can like style
dress it up. In reality, most things can be made to look good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And see, I personally think that Bottega isn't worth it because I do think that it is quality. I think that they have quality stuff, but in my opinion, the stuff isn't that like jaw-dropping for me to pay all that money for. Like that bag.
I agree. I always felt like that basket weave bag was literally like a TJ Maxx exclusive. Like
why is it $5,000?
Literally, do you remember seatbelt bags?
Yes.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that. So I don't know. I think it's just now, like even with Rick Owens, like a lot of people are wearing Rick Owens. Rick Owens has always been like something that people didn't touch because of
the devil.
No, Rick Owens is
Don't his wife be wearing devil horns?
No. You finna find a picture of her with devil horns. Watch it be like a Halloween costume. But, no, Rick Owens
say just because.
It was like Rick Owens was like a brand that was catered towards people who wear black. The whole point of the brand is for it to look like a uniform. All the clothes kind of look similar, and it's supposed to be like black uniform. They've been switching it up, making colors and stuff, but that was something that was considered
what
like
you call this?
Gothic.
And she look like this all the time.
That's just her style.
The devil?
No, they need to make.
Why you got your man head down there like that?
Oh my God. They need
this Halloween. Oh my God, what happened to Ricky?
They need to do a documentary on her. She used to be a supermodel.
I bet she was, and she ate the rich.
She used to be a supermodel, and like something happened to her.
Yeah, look, you think
something happened to her, but
all right, sorry, because I don't know what the story is, and I ain't trying.
Yeah, like I just feel like it's very gothic and very like that style. But now everybody loves Rick Owens.
I ain't mad at it, but I got chills when I saw her picture. I said, "Oh, this ain't right." Turn the page.
But yeah, I feel like social media blew it up because nobody was really wearing that, and now everybody wears it. It don't matter who you are.
City girl, blame the city girls. I'm just playing.
The city. I don't blame the city girls.
I'm joking.
I blame like Lil Uzi and Wiz Khalifa. So I feel like because the new age rappers are like rock stars. So like Playboi Carti, Lil Uzi, all these people.
Is he a new age rapper? Is he considered like a successful rapper? And that's not shade. I'm genuinely asking. Playboi Carti.
Yes.
Oh, is he? Okay. I'm not trying to be funny. I really don't know.
Playboi Carti. So this is how, if you ever want to know like how to rank music artists, look at a festival lineup.
Okay.
The first 5 artists usually are like the big. That's a major thing to headline a festival or to like be on the top of the list. This is major. Like even with, because that usually doesn't happen, and that's why it was such a big deal when Beyonce headlined Coachella, because no black woman has done that.
Period.
The first one. So
people still talk about it like she just did it last year.
You know what I'm saying? So if you ever want to know, look on a festival lineup and just look. Playboi Carti always gonna be number 2.
Well, if you look at one music fest, you see a lot of people on there that's not like. So you need to find festival.
Major festival. I mean, but one music fest too, though.
Yeah, you're right, because it'd be Atlanta people that we look. Okay, let me just stop. I can't. Okay, cool.
But
my God, what happened to rappers?
To answer your question, It's just online influence. I mean, everything is online now. People do shop in stores still when it comes to design and stuff, but everything is online. They literally pay people to wear their stuff. And so wear, to like for right now, Kim Kardashian is the ambassador for Balenciaga. She wears Balenciaga every day, has been for the last 6 months, and brands are knocking it off. People are spending more money into Balenciaga, which I think is insane. I love Balenciaga. Balenciaga is my favorite fashion house currently besides Rick Owens because of the style. I feel like it's not boring. But now I do think they're getting uncreative. But like they selling those fucking bags that girls used to wear in middle school, like them little
and I feel
$4,000.
Yeah, and I said the same thing about that Prada bag, that crossbody. It looked just like the bags we had in 5th grade. Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that because there's obviously a new generation that's being exposed to it. But it's hard for me to spend that kind of money on because I'm like, I could have got that back in the day. I should have just kept my bag I got from Rainbow.
Yeah.
Next, they're gonna have the bags with the alphabets. Remember those? The alphabet bags, the lowercase letters.
Oh yes. Oh my God! But they are bringing a lot of this stuff back because even the diesel bags that they have out now, those were out. The little short strap bags, those are like becoming more popular. But I mean, fashion don't never go away; it just be reinvented.
Yeah, my closet wasn't that big, so I couldn't keep all that stuff because I'm real mad about them dunks. But I'm gonna chill.
Yeah, same. Jesus,
I refuse to ever buy dunks in life. Period, and I don't care. I don't care. I'm not happy.
I'm 100% behind you on that one.
I'm not doing it because what you mean $200?
And we used to go in the store and buy them
on clearance. At that, we used to get our dunks on clearance from Urban Outfitters. It's just
and now it's like
I can't do it. I don't care if I'm 100.
And you know what's so crazy? That is honestly one of the reasons why I buy designer sneakers and stuff because I'm not paying $500 for no resale Jordans. Y'all got me fucked up.
I don't buy resale, period. If I ain't get it, ain't meant to be. Kiss up the guy.
It's like resale is like 4 or 5, baby. No,
I want some Gucci loafers for my work shoes though, because my Target one's starting to show. They looking like Snickers.
Let me tell you something. I tell people this all the time. Live in your means, and you are the means. So you can have your Gucci loafer for work.
Oh, I know I can.
You ain't gonna be scraping no plates after you buy them shoes.
I know, but I'm not. I can't do it because the thing about it is you buy one, then you want 5 more because it's a slippery slope. Because while I'm looking at McQueen sunglasses,
that was one of my things for 2022. I said that I was going to cut back on doing that just because I do walk a lot out here, and honestly, LA isn't like a fashion city, so it's like you feel overdressed when you wear that stuff out here. Like I put it on and I really feel uncomfortable sometimes. So I'm like, damn, everybody really wears sweats and tank tops. People wear wife beaters to the club. Ew, like I be feeling crazy. I'm like, damn. I mean, I enjoy it, but it's like I don't need it. Like it's not a necessity. So I've cut back. I have not bought one pair of shoes this whole year. I'm really proud of myself because I buy
I bought some shoes this year. I even got some. Yeah, I mean, I buy like my shoes be like $80. But okay, let's move on from this topic. So I don't know if we talked about this on the last episode. Did we talk about Erica Banks last episode?
No.
I think we might have spoke on something about people being mad about a feature. I don't know. She's really getting on my nerves. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah.
But we definitely talked about her because I said that she tried to come out trying to be the Megan replacement. So let's move on.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are making this a bigger deal than what it is. And I think that Nicki Minaj is already a person that has a big ass head, and this is just making it worse. Because it's like
sweet like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that I really wish that celebrities would go back to having their teams run websites.
Listen,
social media accounts.
They literally ruined social media. Celebrities having their own account is the reason why social media is problematic now. Stop me at a lie. Yeah. It was a slippery slope.
It's just like every day, and it's like, and they do extreme shit from Benzino to Nicki Minaj to
Benzino is the worst dad ever.
Yeah, like I
really hate what something's going on with him. Like, what's it? Do you remember when one of our friends exposed him when they was having a relationship and he had his head in her butt?
Oh wait, M?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And it's so funny because as soon as it made it to the shade room, she changed her ad name and that was it. It went away.
Yeah, I actually had another friend that did something very similar. It was insane, but she changed her ad name and kind of reinvented herself. Like she literally changed her ad name, went to college, graduated, and
carried over her life. But yeah, Benzino, the way he's doing the way everything is just wrong. I do want to say this. I know that I've had mentioned my disdain for this person before already, but what's the trans woman that tried to out him or whatever she was doing? Shauna Brooks is problematic, y'all. I'm sorry. Definitely, obviously, we want to protect trans women, but she is somebody that has definitely tries to benefit off of outing people. This is not new. It's just not, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know what the truth is between her and the Benzino situation. It's weird on both sides, but I'm not a fan.
Yeah, Shauna Brooks has always been problematic since she came out. That was her introduction to
with Tiger, right?
Yeah, it was something. That was just her introduction to the world in general, and I hate that.
Yeah, me too. Because it'd be the first thing to come out her mouth when she do interviews and stuff. It's just like, come on now.
I think that era of things like that is just gone. Because at one point in time, people like Superhead and there's other people would do things like that, and it would and cat stacks. You know what I'm saying? That was like a thing to do to get popular.
Yeah. And so but it only works when it's not common, because that was a shocker from Superhead, and it was several years before cat stacks.
Yeah. So I don't know. I hate that people do things like that, and I've witnessed a lot of things, but I just hate that people even have the mindset to do that or want to do that, because a lot of times the stories don't even be true, and now you done fucked up. I wish it was a way that people can get like fined or arrested or something, because that's detrimental to people.
I mean, in reality, you can sue for defamation, but sometimes stuff ain't even worth it, because these people don't be having no money, and I'm not even no shade.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's cool. And I feel like even if she and him had a relationship, I feel like releasing that was extremely unnecessary. It just was out of nowhere. I know he went on Vlad and he said something about like not growing up around gay people, but it'd be different if he said something like anti-trans, or it just was unnecessary. I just feel like she looked at it as an opportunity yet again to kind of get her name out there, which is weird. Sydney Started is the same way.
Yeah, she been that way. And she let that rumor with Chingy go around for so long before she cleared it up.
Yes, and now you want credibility.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird. So anyway, let's get into Blac Chyna versus the Kardashians. Like, girl, what you doing?
Let me tell y'all. Blac Chyna is a guilty pleasure of mine, and I really be trying to ride for my sister.
What an interesting human being. She's really representing the Taurus gang, ain't it?
No, she doesn't. Now, when it comes to the business aspect, yes, Tauruses are about their check, and they're very creative.
Clearly, by any means necessary.
By any means. However,
let me see if Malcolm X was a Taurus.
This is a lot. And I think that the story is just getting more crazier and crazier by the second.
Look, Malcolm X is Taurus. I'm dead to the bed.
Wait, what made you look him up?
Because I said, y'all, they get to the money by any means necessary. And that's a Malcolm X quote, by any means necessary.
Period.
And that man's birthday is May 19th. I am crying at Malcolm X being a Taurus.
By any means.
Oh, my God.
It's just chaotic. It seemed like something that's not real. Between her and Tokyo Tony, I'm just outdone. Tokyo Tony bringing the fake attorney to the court, and they doing walk videos. It's
a real lawyer. Something ain't looking right.
Yeah, I'm gonna assume that it's fake, and then the walk at the end when she busts out laughing, the lady couldn't even hold a straight face.
Like, why gotta edit that part out? Jesus Christ!
That jump was so funny.
Oh, and my God!
Oh no, it's just too much. Then trying to bring in her, I guess, assistant to the court.
Oh, but did you see an interview after court with the assistant in the car?
Yeah, he's on my high look.
No, okay, wait. So there was a video.
The boy with the dreads?
No, it was a white girl.
Oh, okay.
In the car.
No, I didn't see that one.
Oh, I got to find this video. Oh my God. So basically, I think it was TMZ that found Blac Chyna getting in the car after court. And she's just like answering some questions. And she like pinched her assistant and told her to stop. It was just like really awkward and rude. It was like, girl, I believe all the abuse allegations.
Yeah, It's a fact. It was the gun to Rob head and the choking him with a phone charger.
Oh my God.
Let me tell you something. You said that in front of the wrong person. First of all, the spirit of Rob Kardashian lives within Kris Jenner. So
okay.
You got fucked up. Rob Kardashian Sr. is literally typing everything in her head. She going to court and she going to war, baby.
And another thing.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can't lie. I definitely believe everything they're saying Chyna did. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'm not the Kardashian
At this point, president. Do not sue nobody in their family.
Listen, because they don't. I feel like as soon as stuff happened, number one, I believe they have transcripts of every conversation that ever happened, and they have them organized and filed by topic, timestamp. Because why Kylie talking about when she abused Tiger? Like, what is got to do with the case?
And the thing, this is why they recorded their TV show for 20 years. Because they got everything on 4K. They got everything in 4K. So the thing about it is, y'all not gonna win. So if you,
who is y'all?
In general, if you sue the Kardashians, you're gonna lose.
Yeah, period. I mean, and it's not even like they're using authority to win. They have things. They have a case.
They have a case, and they have the authority. Kim, cool.
I found the video. I'm about to send it to you. And you can fast forward to like the half point or something, but just watch how I don't even know what happened. It's like she told the assistant to stop just because she was existing, but maybe her phone was playing audio.
Leave them folks alone.
Yeah, I agree though. I mean, but this is Chyna though. I feel like she doesn't really care how much it costs to be petty. She's just gonna go all the way. Cause how you gonna say they got your show canceled when you sign paperwork to have the show canceled and you got a payout? Like, like why are we in court right now?
That girl, I don't got nothing to say. I'm gonna slip beside her. I'm gonna sit beside her. Unfortunately, I love Chyna.
One of the comments say, "Free Blac Chyna's assistant is giving scared for my life."
Chyna.
Oh my God, what happened to her assistant? Or whoever the girl is.
She's finna beat her up.
Like for real.
What was that?
That's what I like she got a split personality. Like, what's going on?
Is
she on the Gemini spectrum?
No, she's May 11. She's literally the Taurus of Taurus.
Let me find out you be pinching folks. That was so crazy. And girl, what you talking?
Let me just say this too. When female Tauruses and male Tauruses are different. Okay.
The same can be said about Aquarius.
Aquarius. Very true. I agree.
No, but that interview, that little clip, first of all, what are you even talking about? Second of all, what do you mean you gave your cars back? Like, what is going on in this video?
Just say you leasing 6 cars and it was time to give 3 back. She's somebody.
Just say, and then I hope they bring up the airport thing since they bringing up irrelevant stuff in the courtroom. Can we bring up the airport when she was talking about the vaccine?
Oh, you think they not? They're gonna bring all that stuff up and talk about how she strung out on drugs.
Listen, it's just been so. I'm not here for Blac Chyna to have her name dragged through the mud, but I do feel like if somebody finna sue me over literally nothing, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do to protect myself. But Blac Chyna, this is a waste of everybody's time. Like literally, them po folks on jury duty when they could be at work clicking on Excel files.
It was so crazy that people were saying that the jurors were literally taking her side just because they don't like the Kardashians.
Yes, which is crazy and very biased. And that's another thing I wanted to mention too about this course of even the Meghan thing. It's like Blac Chyna, Meghan, whoever. When people are public figures and they speak on the cases, it's really tough to find a non-biased juror because jurors are supposed to be somebody that is unfamiliar with the case, unfamiliar with the situation, have no kind of biases. But when these people are this huge and this popular and they go on social media and they have these viral moments, you're going to end up with jurors who might not want to lie and say they don't know nothing about it. Or you have people, it's just not going to be able to find a fair juror. So now they got to go in the middle of Boise, Idaho, to find people who might not even like public figures or Black people. And now you get an unfair assessment. Now that's a drastic stretch, but I'm just saying, like, y'all just need to keep it in the courtroom.
Yeah. And they get high off of stuff like that. I actually watched a Hulu thing because they're now on Hulu, and Kim was saying how she wants to sue Roblox for doing that.
I did see that.
Putting that thing. She was like, baby, let me tell you something. I have endless money and I have the best lawyers in the game. She said, please, I promise you, y'all.
And she threatened to sue WAC 100 too.
Listen, she got that power. That lady know Trump.
Oh my gosh, that's
cool. I'm just saying, she know. She made
her
Trump.
Her ex-husband ran for president. What's a Trump?
Ex-husband ran for president. This lady done convinced Trump to let some black folks out of prison. What? She got some power that we don't know about.
I do feel like, especially if I'm somebody that's pursuing law and I got access to a lot of money, I would absolutely sue whoever. I was suing folks for less. I would absolutely, because it's the American way. If you want justice in some kind of way, shape, or form, you gotta take it to court, and it'll teach people not to play with you because you really don't have the money to go up against the Kardashians. I mean, maybe Blac Chyna does. I guess
she don't have money to go up against them because I mean, combined. First of all, they signed a 9 fucking digit deal for this Hulu thing.
Jesus Christ.
So the least, we're going back to this spectrum, the least they can get is 100 million.
Yeah.
Now we know that's probably way above that.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I ain't mad at that. And I because I have Hulu, I've definitely watched the first 2 episodes. And it's so funny because as boring as it is, I've been finding myself looking at this boring show. Like, it's really crazy.
It's entertaining.
And it's really crazy because Kim Kardashian had that emoji of her crying and she cried the same way every time. It's crazy.
Yeah, every fucking time.
And I thought it was funny too how Khloe was feeding herself to say, I'm like, girl, you ain't got no get backs. And I'm doing this to protect my children.
To be fair, Khloe is a black sister. She got a little sass, a little bit more.
You better be something because ain't nobody said nothing about her saying the N-word on the show with a hard ER.
I'm convinced. Listen, there's nobody on this earth that can convince me that Khloe Kardashian is not mixed. Now, I even on the first episode, I think they had showed a small clip of her when she was a baby. That was a black ass child. I don't know if they bleached her skin, they be dyeing her hair blonde over the time, or what. But that's a black woman. I'm sorry. And then the fact that True is my color.
Yeah, and the fact that Khloe don't look like none of them. Not Khloe even her original face.
Like none of them. True is my color, and Dream, who actually has a black mama,
is lighter than her.
Is lighter. Like that girl looks like nigga shit. It's they niggered it up over there. So she can say the N-word, y'all. I think she can.
Because she got to prove
they need to prove me wrong. I need to prove that. There's no way.
They know the truth. You got to know they know the truth.
Khloe, listen. Khloe, she's white adjacent, but she's definitely black.
She definitely not Armenian.
Yeah, she ain't.
Because Chris is white.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. There's no way. How you come out with curly hair, brown, and your sister's hair black as fuck, all of them. No, what's up? There's no way.
Yeah, it's a crazy situation, and the fact that the whole world think OJ is her daddy, which is not impossible. But
not impossible. But if it ain't OJ, it's somebody from the OJs, the group.
But remember, it was a white guy who claimed that he was the one that had the affair with Chris when she was married to.
Man, what kind of white? It must have been Michael Jackson. Because ain't no way. It must have been a bleached skinned black man. Because there's no way. I'm sorry.
Oh my God.
So yeah, nobody can convince me otherwise. I don't care. Khloe is black.
Yeah, I definitely think she's something. Oh, why did I think this was Beyonce? That's Khloe. And if you go to the Noire website, it Good American comes up as a black-owned company, but it's because the co-founder is a biracial woman.
Oh, Khloe.
So half and half.
They are biracial.
Oh, true. Look, True Thompson. Okay, I'm done. Let's move on from this. Okay. So, Trey Songs has been in the media for several years for being a nasty freak who can't keep his hands or his private parts to himself. And I don't, you ever think about when we were growing up, even in present day, you hear rumors about certain people about how they are. You're like, she be doing this or she be doing that. And a lot of times them rumors don't come out the sky. They don't come out of nowhere. And I feel like after a while, everybody cannot be telling the same lie. Like, it's one of them things where I'm like, y'all need to stay away from him. For real. Like, I don't know what's going on, but I definitely know some freaky weird men who be doing stuff that people are accusing Trey Songs of doing. And I saw that video of him grabbing the boob of that one girl, that white girl, and people talking about, oh, she laughing, but y'all must ain't never been in a situation where you had to like laugh because you don't know how else to respond. I've definitely been in a situation like that before, and it's like, what do you even do after the fact? You be mad at yourself for not saying something or not speaking up, but stuff like that happens so fast, and especially if it's never happened to you before, you don't always know what to do in a moment. So now she's suing him for whatever good reason, I guess, at this point.
Trey Songs finna get put under jail. Let me tell you something.
Is he though? Because I feel like people have been complaining about him for years, and then now what? They like him.
The trial ain't came up yet. I don't think the trials came up or something.
But the charges been getting dropped, and then this is the thing too. Remember, that was a fan that was accusing him, and she dropped the charges. But this is another thing to be concerned about. People can sue instead of pressing charges. So you can win a lawsuit or settle a lawsuit, and nothing will happen to him because he's paid. He gave you what you asked for. Now, it's one thing if people call the police, file a police report, but I think a lot of times these days people are suing instead of pressing charges because it's their opportunity to make a come up. Do what you do, you and your crew. But I think that's what it is. So he's not like, why would he go to jail if people just if you take somebody to civil court, that's not a criminal trial. So
got it. So okay, so honestly, I didn't understand that.
Yeah, but I do think that sometimes when people sue instead of filing a police report, it does make it seem like they just doing it because they want some money. Because it's not like you don't really have to prove in that situation. You just kind of got to have, some kind of just cause. I mean, you can prove it, yes, but sometimes people just settle because they don't want to go through the hassle of going to court. So a liar can financially benefit from something like that. So it's tough to say, but if people are not actually getting him arrested and stuff like that, there's nothing we can do about it.
That's whack. I just think about Keke Palmer.
Listen, hello, and she didn't even say he sexually abused her, but she definitely made her feel very uncomfortable to where she had to go hide in the closet. And it's the thing, man. I've said this before. Y'all favorite homeboys be some weirdos. It's really crazy. It's really crazy. The stuff that I've seen men say to some of my friends or the text messages they receive. And this is the guy with the most accolades, most respect, the flyest, the cleanest, the coolest. And it's like, no, they could be those things, but they could also be sick weirdos. It's very possible.
I don't play about stuff like that. I had some situations like that happen with my family, unfortunately. And I think that it wasn't that people didn't believe them. It was just typical Black family where they try to sweep it under the rug or just act like it didn't happen. And one thing about my sister, which I really respect, is that it's gonna be black and white with her, and she gonna let you know what to do to your face in front of everybody on the microphone with a blunt in her hand, that she ain't fucking with it. She don't think you belong here. You don't need to be around nobody's children. You don't need to be in a room. We don't need to associate with you. You wanna see your family? Zoom them, FaceTime. It's ways around it. And she will say that out loud. She will literally leave.
Period. As you should, because people, like you said, and I've seen situations like that where people, it's one of them things like, oh, be careful around Uncle Johnny. Oh, let me not say Uncle Johnny because I got a name. We on Uncle Rocket.
Uncle John, Doe.
Yeah, so it's like be careful around him. And I definitely have, I'm not gonna say which family or which side, but I definitely have at least one relative where growing up I've always been told that, and I have definitely had encounters with this person, both in person and virtual, that make me confirm them thoughts. Like, you do know that I'm your such and such, right? Like we got the same DNA. So, and it's unfortunate because if somebody gives you that kind of warning, there's nothing you can really do about it besides adhere to that. But it's like people go their whole lives but without being held accountable for their actions. And it's really sick. And it's definitely be a lot of the ones who you just think is so cool and so friendly until y'all in the same room by yourself. And they don't care nothing about no DNA.
I'm telling you, that is insane. But with that being said, I always take the side of the victim. If you lying, we're gonna deal with that later. But as of now, this is what's being presented to me, and I don't want that person to ever feel like they don't have. If it's presented to me,
man, let me tell you something. Sexual trauma can literally cause mental illness.
For sure.
A lot of people who throw it off in the head, and I don't mean that to be like malicious. I mean, literally, people really be slick retarded off of stuff like that. And I hate to use that word, but I need people to understand the emphasis of it. Like, it really shakes up people's lives, the way they move, the way they make decisions, how they treat things. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it, but I've seen it firsthand, how it can impact someone's entire life. Something that happens in their teens follows them until they're a senior. Like, stuff that they can't even shake. Yes, they can go to therapy, and they should go to therapy, but sometimes that stuff goes unaddressed, and these people are left to navigate life without it happening until something triggers them, which I've also experienced, in someone else. It triggers them and they kind of go crazy, and people are like, dang, what happened to her? What's wrong with her? It's like, nobody believed them, and that person went on and did the same thing to somebody else, and now y'all see what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's really lame.
Yeah,
I don't know. I had overheard something about one of my friends one time.
Yeah.
Clipped.
Let me tell you something. One of my friends, she had posted on her close friends about this guy that was talking to her. He's actually, I don't want to say the details, but he was kind of being very disrespectful, very out of line. Yeah. And I don't know him personally, but he's a very popular person in the Atlanta scene. And every time people post him, I'd be like, this y'all homeboy. And maybe they don't even know, you know what I'm saying? But it's just terrible, because it's like, these people smiling faces, kissing babies, but they out here need to be behind bars, under the bars.
I still stand by the rule that if you are a predator, child molester, or a rapist, anything of that nature, that you just need to be castrated.
Period. But you know what? That people, listen. People be castrating for left and right with some fake text messages. What if that was that simple though? For real, it's like, get out of here. And same for people that wrongfully accused, because it's such a serious matter. It's like, listen, we don't have time to be playing these little girl games. Look at Hazel. She been going through training. She know how to go to her little spot. Don't play with my girl.
My listeners are gonna be able to do that too.
All right. Anyway, let's move on from that topic. Obviously you can see we don't have a topic. We're just going on with the flow. Did you see that Elon Musk purchased Twitter for what, like $44 billion?
I didn't even know Elon Musk was like very feminine like that. I actually love that. Was that him for real?
That's him. Wait, what did you see him?
I seen a video and somebody was like, I didn't know Elon Musk was this.
When he was walking out the door. I mean, hey,
I love that.
When you have a lot of money, never mind. That wouldn't even make no sense. But people be talking about, he could have cured world hunger 6 times with that. Number one, yes, that is lovely. But is that his job? Serious question.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry.
Is it his fault if he doesn't want to do that? I don't understand. Why is it on Elon Musk to end world hunger? On top of that, I believe there was a government organization who Elon Musk literally reached out to on Twitter. We can go and find it, where he said that if you can send me the figures today, I will send the money to end world hunger. Do y'all think it happened? Absolutely not. Now, this is not to take sides with Elon Musk. I think people need to understand that the concept of $6 billion or however much money to end world hunger is not just passing out $6 billion. It's a system. Yeah. It has to, like, to end world hunger, you have to put people in a position to never be hungry again. And I think that don't think
take years.
And you think he got more money than the government? Absolutely not. So y'all mad at the wrong people. I mean, I think it's crazy for people to have that kind of money and that kind of power, but it happens through success, whether they earned it or stole it.
It happens.
Yeah, it happens. So
I've learned recently that I realized that everybody is scammers in some way.
And I hate that, because people, the type of questions I get, I'm like, I need you to understand that I work off W-2s, real ones.
Yeah, like people who are like rich, I always listen to their come up stories, and and it'd be a little kind of foo-foo scams 1-2 up in there.
It'd be foo-foo to you, but it'd be boo-hoo because people crying to other people because they be so enamored by the story. Yeah, a lot of people got dirty money, government included. So it's like, hey, well, there you are. But I need people to know, for me, Alicia Arnold, I work 9 to 5. That's all I do.
Child, I work Sunday to Sundays, 24 hours.
I work jobs. I am a job. And that is the only way I have acquired money. Facts. But I think that people have definitely approached me asking me certain questions. I'm like, wait, what do you think I do?
Because I don't do that, boo.
Yeah, not that I'm scared. What you mean? Yeah. But anyway, so anything you want to chit chat about?
My birthday coming up. That's all. That's it. That's all. What I have
you got
planned
going on
For my birthday this year, I found a winery in Malibu. I'm staying in California for my birthday.
Okay.
I found a winery in Malibu. I'm gonna do that. Go up there, take pictures, try some new wine. It comes with a bottle of wine for everybody. And then I want to go. I really wanted to go to Disney World for my birthday. I really
would love to go to Disney World. Disneyland.
I wanted to go so bad. But my so Zay is coming the week before. His boyfriend is going to Disneyland for his birthday. So I'm just gonna tag along.
Oh,
the thing about it is my friends are coming in town and I drive a car, I don't drive a truck. And Disneyland is not close to LA. Well, it's not like as close.
Like what? In Anaheim, it's like an hour or something.
Yeah, and that Uber is a lot. I had a $450 Uber the other day.
And who paid for it?
Not me, but I'm just saying. So Studio City is about 15 minutes away. So let's do Universal Studios.
Well, hopefully I'm coming to LA soon. I got some things up my sleeve, but it's gonna
pull up on me.
I'm gonna be out there probably for a couple weeks or something like that.
I got a list of things to try and do, and you will be the perfect person to do it because anybody else gonna do it.
Now you trying to go to the
No, I'm saying like nature stuff.
Oh, okay. I never went to Runyon Canyon. I know that's a typical thing to do, but I didn't go when I was there. So
I live here and they never went.
I'm gonna bring Hazel somehow if I can figure out how to get her on a plane and she can shut up. She's not gonna shut up.
Just give her some CBD.
I'm gonna have to literally not give her no water for like 2 days because she's gonna have to pee. And what's she gonna pee at on the plane?
She got a small bladder.
No, she's just 5 hours. Well, no, I mean, yeah, she got a small one. She a dog, but I don't know. I'll figure it out. Maybe she can go to doggy daycare, but I want to take her to. I know they like beaches. They like dogs on beaches out there. And my friend, she got a golden doodle, and I'm definitely gonna see her when I go out there. So
yeah, it's really I love California, so it's a lot to do. I haven't done not even a quarter, not even close. So the things that I want to do, summer is approaching, but I have been working so hard. I do feel like I am gonna take a vacation for myself. I want to go. I found this resort. I think I sent it to you in Cabo.
Yes, sexy.
I just want to go and just.
Relax. I think I got some unused JetBlue. I know y'all credit, and I think Cabo is a destination from Atlanta. So if you want to link up, and I also want to go to South Korea in September if you down for the ride.
I'll keep you posted only because I know that it's about to be festival season starting July. So the Queen finna be traveling this summer.
Well, I gotta fly that way where you went to get there, so that's the only reason why I said some stuff.
Hopefully, this is my last week doing these college tours because it's still the school year over. I love working, but I think that when it comes to, I think I said this before. I don't like plane tours. Like, give me a bus. And I'm fine.
Ever since you said that, why when Lil Baby and Chris Brown dropped they tour days, I'm looking at what cities they're gonna have to fly to versus drive to. You should have never told me that.
Yeah, so if you notice, it always be like similar.
Some of them, but some of them it'd be like Philly today and Vegas the next day, or Vegas in 2 days. So I'm like, are they gonna drive across the country? They're probably gonna fly.
The bus will meet them because that's how they did us with Escape. Like we had to the longest. Wait,
so the bus is going to drive while they fly?
Yeah, sometimes depending on it. Because I know the last like 4 dates we just flew. But I remember when we had a show in Houston, and the next one was Chicago. We drove that baby. That was 10 hours, 11 hours on that bus. I slept.
I can't imagine.
I tell you, I slept so hard because the bus is so comfortable. You got air conditioner, you got your own personal air conditioner,
and you can see stuff. I think the sightseeing is cool.
Yes, but you can't really see it from your bed. You got to be in the lounge.
Oh, okay.
The beds don't have windows. It's really dark. But they have a lounge. You got Wi-Fi, it got cable, it got a refrigerator,
and no turbulence.
No, well, it's turbulence like.
Yes.
Say for instance, if we get caught in traffic,
potholes. Yeah.
If you get caught in traffic and it's like a lot of stop and go, you slide to the end of that bed. So
long as the bus don't slide over into a 360 spin on the side of the highway, we good.
Yeah. Oh, the first week on that bus, I just thought every time he braked, it was an accident.
Oh my god!
Because I'm sliding, I'm like waking up out of my seat.
I thought I was on the Magic School Bus.
I just was, but so the way tour buses work too is they have 4 drivers for each bus. So when we stop, they stop and sleep, but they switch drivers. They keep switching, or they have like 2 or 3 drivers for each bus. So
yeah, makes sense.
Driver drive for this length, and then they'll switch, and
Makes sense. Well, yeah, I definitely looked at they dates and was like, okay, they're gonna drive here, they're gonna fly here. I'm like, I wish that's an industry.
Bring back bus tours, please, because I think that the only way I could probably enjoy it if it was a jet. But even with the jet, it's like quick.
I would love. Oh, actually, this is the last thing. Then we can wrap. I think I might have talked about it in the last episode. I think I did. I'll be repeating myself. The private jet with the pets. Did I talk about that?
No, you didn't.
Okay, so basically there's a Facebook group where people who own private jets rent them out to regular people like us. And so people that need to travel or leave the country with their pet, they basically travel with other people that also need to do the same thing, and they split the price. So you can end up paying anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 from like the US to Paris. And you can bring your pet, and people will and that's expensive, but this is a drastic comparison, but if you think about like Delta One, that's pretty much what you're paying anyway. So it's like you get to fly a private jet, you get to bring your pet, you get to bring your stuff. But people were just saying like, don't completely count out the idea of traveling with your pet. And obviously it'll be cheaper if it's domestic, but they were just saying like, that's another travel tip if people never thought about it.
My dog don't need to see the Eiffel Tower because they're not gonna remember.
Why not? Aww.
So I mean,
see everything.
Yeah, just take her to Whitewaters or something.
No, okay, goodbye. Let's wrap this thing up. All right. So what you got coming up besides
my birthday? That's it.
Okay,
celebrate that. Hopefully going to Cabo, and hopefully just some sleep. I want y'all to manifest some sleep. Can we manifest that?
I got a hair appointment on your birthday.
I love that.
And it's also my dad's birthday and my friend's birthday, my other friend.
Oh, Friday the 13th. Guess who's playing Friday?
You know it. Let me tell you. Oh, I gotta find it. I'm gonna send it to you after we record. Anyways, all right, y'all. It's been another episode of OD Podcast. Holla at your girl.
Holla at your twirl.
All righty. Bye now.
See ya.